What is up, folks? Welcome back to the Knights playthrough here, where we formed Jerusalem in the last episode, and I'm really excited about how this is going. We're absolutely dirt poor, and that's something that we have to manage here. I'm really hoping to expand more into Italy, state up territories, and improve our influence here in Genoa. Those are going to be big things to kind of sort out our economic issues, but we have other things planned as well. With that being said, last episode we found out that the Mamluks allied Muscovy, which was really awkward and inappropriate. So, let's go ahead and then continue this episode where I'm going to be mostly focusing on stability here initially, as we core up most of our extension and our war exhaustion reduces, but then I'm hoping to actually declare a war against these Italians here. And otherwise, going to be exploring down the Red Sea and down the east coast of Africa. Now, I think we out-tech Tripoli, did we? Oh man, I hope we don't lose this. I can dodge him for a little bit longer, so let's do that. So be it. Let's dodge him while we recuperate our forces that little bit more. I can embrace this state of colonialism, guys, if I take out some loans. And I'm going to put that off. Right now, I don't have any desperate need of taking up, so I'm just going to delay that and put that off in the meantime. Oh man. This is not a cool event. I'm actually just going to lose 5 army tradition, or navy tradition, excuse me. That's what my choice is there. So last episode we managed to grab the Tristamar dynasty on our ear, guys, and then change to a kingdom government, which means theoretically all of our lineage should all be Tristamar if he gets into the throne and successfully has a Tristamar child. And with our current free diplomat, I'm promoting our heir in Poland, or an heir of our dynasty in Poland, hoping to put Tristamar on his throne as well, but more importantly, put it on his throne when he changes government type, so that we have the potential to PU him. Nice. His Tripoli fools stand no chance. More unrest here in Africa, but we dealt with the large factions. Circassia is going to be happy. Okay, in that case, I'm actually going to consolidate because we are super poor right now, and it's one of the biggest things we have to manage. But I think even with our small force here, we can do what I intend to do for the most part this episode. It's important though that we make sure these are continuing to progress in their coring progress. I so badly want to smash the Mamelukes, guys, and take over Alexandria. I want my influence to grow in Genoa for trade, but I also want to pull more of this wealth. There's a significant amount of wealth in Alexandria. Okay, we're losing 5 ducats right now. Now, last episode I did jam this, which helps us with inflation, but also interest. And that's going to be really big, because I'm going to begin to just perpetually take some loans here, it appears. I think before I lose this opportunity, guys, I'm going to go in over here against Florence. Let's go. We've got a little bit of unrest, but I'm not that bothered. Let's go. He's walking off. I wonder if he sees it coming. There we go, Deus Vult. Let's go, lads. This is a fully stated province of 18 development, which is going to be worth a lot to us for multiple reasons. Being in the Genoan trade node and so on. And because it is Protestant, hopefully the aggressive expansion is not that much of an issue. Dude, he totally saw that coming. That was so awkward. He just dodged us and now he's exiled there. There's nothing I can do about him, but I don't want to leave this. So we're going to have to hope with our siege, our cannons, and our blockade that we finish this up before Montferrat, however you say his name, finishes his siege. And that seems to be just how this is going to play out. Now, one of the reasons I'm declaring this war a little bit recklessly here is I am concerned about my current admin points. Yeah, man, a lot of nations hate us, but it is what it is. As long as we're good on nations like Austria, aggressive expansion with him, then I would say that we're good in general. Trying to steal whatever ships I can right now as we're over our force limit. We're at 23 here. Still at 23. Now, I would love nothing more than to take this province as well. But I think that would be too reckless with aggressive expansion, guys. We'd be better off just attacking Milan in the future. He's pretty strong, though, in terms of his troops. Which is sad. We now have a level 1 fort over here in our capital, guys, which is a little bit unfortunate. Far from ideal, because our capital changed to a province that has no fort. Alrighty, let's hire our first explorer with our Diplo points that I really feel like I cannot afford. And let's begin exploring for the first time the Arabian Sea. Here we go. Converting up these provinces is going to help us gain papal influence, which we love. We now lose the... Oh. I built a building, my mistake. Let's cancel that. There it is. We now lose stability when our rulers die, guys, which is a little bit sad. I mean, that's one of the one privileges that we had that I was kind of beginning to take for granted. So I really enjoyed it. And both our ruler and heir are fairly elderly here, so I'm going to be taking 2 stability hits fairly soon, but going to be hopefully using that papal influence to sort that situation out here in the future. Now, wow, exploring like crazy. Now I can raid some of these provinces, which is what I'm going to do, because we couldn't discover them sooner. Not sure how far, maybe not even there, so it might just be the Red Sea. And I'm really interested to see what is available to colonize. 1534, I would be really surprised if the Europeans were down here in East Africa. I'd be really surprised. I hope they're not. Yeah, so as much as I want to kill this guy, we're just going to be content with his cash, I suppose. I won't force religion on him. Because if he's Protestant, then we take him out more easily, unless people are upset about us doing that. Exploring so much. This is fun, guys. This game's going to begin to become really fun. Nice. That's somewhere that we can spend 173 admin. So Milan's diplomacy seems really weak. This is kind of the dream. Those two in particular, but it's kind of the dream to go in against Milan. I think we spent some of our admin though. Let's go back in preparation for these rebels to spawn. Oh wow, why is he so mad? Portugal's rivaling France. Shoot. Okay. Here we go. Our trade influence has increased in Genoa, and our trade is up to 4. So since I changed my trade port, our trade is increased by way over 100%. It's more than doubled, which is good. we've got a bit of a coalition. That's kind of inevitable at this stage. We're going to find that happening. Probably my saddest thing about that is it's kind of denying us from attacking Tunis. But with our strength of alliance, we've already found the coalition beginning to diminish. It kind of grows and then diminishes. It'll be interesting. Hopefully it does go away eventually. I guess I'm going to use these light ships to raid as well. Okay, there's Milan jumping in the coalition. Yeah, so we're kind of denied expanding quite badly. I'm sad. Oh, what? The Ottomans enforced peace or intervened in the PLC's war. Oh no. My friend PLC is beginning to decline. I just hope he can keep it together. Hope he can keep the union going and everything. Damn it, that's sad. It's kind of better than him just attacking them directly, I suppose, as we're the only person who would back him up, and we would lose that. I can see the Muscovites attacking the PLC here, guys. And then I'd have to dishonor. I don't know what I would do. Oh, that's sad. God dang it. Bloody PLC seems to really have a hard time. Alright, Arabian Sea coast. West Indian Ocean, Africa. I think we'll be doing that. Get down further south and then raid these fools. So I'm interested to see if we can raid that one. We can. Nice. Within range to raid that as well. Alright, that helps us out just a tad. I hate this attrition that we're suffering. I'm really sad about the PLC, man. From my experience, guys, they just, it doesn't work out nowadays. Uh-oh. Burgers have way too much influence. We're gonna get social mobility. God dang it, burgers. And now he's unhappy, which affects their trade. I'll trade. It's gonna reduce. I just don't understand why the PLC can't make another, like, strong ally. It's really disturbing and sad. But it is what it is. He's been doing well so far, so hopefully, I don't know, if he loses some land, he's still doing okay. Austria now has claim all over Hungary. Alrighty, this is one of the reasons I took quantity idea, guys. We're about to unlock our -2 unrest, which is really nice, but quantity gives 25%. Garrison size. So despite being Jerusalem, we still have the 25% garrison size that we took from one of our decisions as when we were the knights. And we now have 50% increased garrison size. That means like any fort, like 2 is going to have the garrison as if it was 3. That's going to be really significant in my opinion going into the late stage of the game. I'm sad. We're really blocked out from people from having opportunities. Yes, so we can see there's no Western guys down here. So this is the kind of thing I want to do. Chuck a colonist down here and raid up these coasts to help out our economy, which is really, really struggling. And speaking of which, why don't we turn our army maintenance down? We've only got 2 loans. It's not too bad at all. And we might genuinely, as much as it pains me, guys, we might genuinely try to kind of set up a colony as a area of expanding. to spend some admin, because right now this coalition is really hindering me. I was hoping to actually fight this war and then to separate peace Tunis, Tlemcen rather, to break his alliance with the Ottomans. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen right now. So it seems Siena is not in the coalition. I couldn't defeat him though due to his diplomacy. Damn it. I will fabricate on him though, I guess. Now, Castile's getting nearer to that admin tech 10. And I don't think he's there yet, but he's getting nearer to the 50-year mark with Aragon. Although I don't think he needs the 50-year mark to actually hit the button, the decision. I think he just needs the admin tech 10. So we're going to see the Super Spain coming along here soon. And I'm wondering if anyone is going to become an invalid rival. Doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe if Austria loses the Union, the Emperorship, rather. I don't know what I'm saying. Union? If he loses the Emperorship, then maybe he'll become invalid for Castile. I don't know, because I really would kind of like to see some French and Castilian hostilities. Wow. France gets PU'd if the ruler dies now, but he's young. Oh. Burgundy seems to have a French heir. Interesting. Poland is certainly losing. This is really worrying me. What am I going to do if Muscovy attacks? We have to abandon Poland, really, after all this time? Oh man, and he was doing like the best I've ever seen him do recently by actually expanding into Russia, etc., thanks to us and our help. But he just couldn't pull any allies. Okay, so yeah, that was good exploration. Indian Ocean coast. That's what I want. And then we're going to basically see if I have the colonial range. We might have to wait for that before we gain the colonial range to see if I can colonize this. All this. I know if we colonize that, it's going to give us more raiding opportunities, but it might be out of range. We will see. I'm stressing about my admin points, guys. I think I have to tick up, but we're still going to be far behind in admin points. The best place and most obvious place to spend them is by cleaving a big chunk of land out of the Mamluks, but unless the Ottomans attack them, we can't do that, so I genuinely don't know what to do right now. Perhaps if we can improve our diplomacy. There's nobody powerful though. Glaire's no joke. He's expanded a lot here. Let's just go ahead and use our Diplo slot there. And maybe the coalition thinks, there's no chance of them attacking us if we do that, or less chance. It's out of range. Frick. But we can see the 50% would make the difference. So we just need a little bit of Diplo points. Clergy's not unhappy, and I don't really like that. Sort out the clergy happiness. And otherwise, yeah, waiting for that. Beginning to stress about unbalanced research. We're doing okay in that regard. I just wish I could afford advisors. I might do it. Let's get trade efficiency. He will actually give us some return on the trade. nowadays. Our trade game is beginning to become something, and with that in mind, I'd love to get my naval force limit up, build some fleet, etc., to protect trade in Genoa. That would be quite an economic thing for us to do if we could pull it off. I wonder, because we're expanding more and more, if our religious unity can get up to 90%. I wonder. Right now it seems like only 2 provinces cannot be converted. Only 2. So here, obviously, I'm just going to spam those and have them. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Poland survived. There's just a big sort of white piece between them now. He pulled a white piece. Good stuff. Okay, maybe crisis kind of averted there. Yeah, so what we're hoping is Ottomans attack Muscovy or Mamelukes. Either or is good, and then that gives us some real opportunity that I'd be really excited about. Now, I have to watch my legitimacy, guys. That's something we have to manage. I want to keep it above 50. This admin cap is a big issue for us. Bosnia. I might try grab a royal marriage with him. He's 50 years old. That would be interesting. Hungary is guaranteeing his independence. Try to spread our dynasty around a little bit. Should we repay the loan? No. I'll just extend the loan. I'm happy to do that. Protestant zealots in... Wow! Is it even possible that... I don't think it's possible that the Pope... I think the Pope can't be anything but Catholic, but I'm not sure. We can see here that these Protestant rebels were successful in Rome and it didn't flip to Protestant. Kind of taking notes. Alright, Ottomans. What are you going to do, right? You can't attack me, surely. Poland might not back us up, but we've got Muscovy, Castile, etc. We're strong. Don't attack me. God dang it. This loyalty with the burghers is just so bad, but I can't turn that down. Production in... Wait, that's not Genoa, that's the province next to Genoa. Oh, no, it is Genoa. I can't turn that down. But this would benefit us so much more in the meantime. That's such a long-term benefit with the production here. Fine. We'll go short-term. I'm not too worried about the long-term. Let's just go short-term benefit there. That was nice. Oh, I gave freaking influence, did it? So be it. We might get social mobility here. It's whatever. I have a plan. And that's when my war exhaustion is 0. I'm going to state this area up. He's just at 70. So if we state stuff up, then his influence goes down. So is there anything else worth stating? Maybe this area. But I don't own any of it. Tripoli is our biggest right now, but it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to do it. It's that 20 there. Ooh. Wow. Development cost 35. Yeah, not going to do it. That's actually better than I thought there, that province. But if it was drylands or something, I'd do it. But the coastal desert's cost to development is increased. It's just too bad. Alright, calling this province up. That's good. This freaking influence. What the? Why? Every time I look at the burgers, his influence is just higher and higher. That's the best solution. Okay, he's still loyal. Alright, trade is back up and running. 4.4, that looks good, and I'm excited about passing this next idea in our colonial ideas and throwing down a colony and then actually I'm gonna go for blockade impact on siege. We do a lot of blockading and then actually raiding. So I wonder if I can reach this one. Doesn't look like it to me. Here we go. No, but I can reach that. And that's what we're going to do. Can't reach that either. Obviously, this will spread our influence. We're colonizing from here to here, so this will give us a lot of options to potentially go into Indonesia or whatever, something like that. But needless to say, if I can come down, which is what I wanted to do, into East Africa, we can start getting some additional merchants due to trading companies, and that's obviously something that I wish to do. But I'm looking forward to going around and raiding here. Yeah, he's doing what I wanted to do. You bastard. He's taking out this guy. He's just free. I'm kind of really hoping that this coalition disappears, guys, or alternatively that the Ottomans attack the Mamluks, or both. Because my options to spend my admin points are few right now. Apart from stating up. And I don't really have any areas that I really value as states that are not stated up already. Okay, so I really want this province here. I wonder if the Papal State could be dragged into a war and not back up Siena. Even just fighting Milan, though, would be difficult. Wow. We just explored all the way around Africa. Okay, with that in mind, I wonder if we can have a gang squad. Should we name our fleet and stuff, guys? How about... I don't know. I kind of want to keep our fleet here. I might just use these guys, send them back. I definitely explored the wrong area though. Oh wow, I can colonize the New World, interesting. Can actually colonize the New World. So, Holland is colonizing this. This is yet to be claimed by Catholic. Brazil. West Indies has been claimed by Catholic. I mean, it's going to be so much. It's not going to be worth the investment, in my opinion. Whereas bridging around to raid will. It's kind of an immediate payoff. For gaining one little weak colony. So I intended to raid with these guys, but I sent them on a massive exploration mission, which I didn't exactly realize. Looks like he's coming back now. So we're going to send them all the way around to begin raiding. Negative 10%. Yep. So I could take out some loans here and embrace. And I might just do that if we don't seem to have an opportunity to expand here soon. But my issue is that after we take this next tech, we're still going to be desperate for places to spend my points. This guy's allied to QQ. Let's see if QQ will not back him up or something, which I haven't been paying perfect attention out here. Maybe he's been fighting a war. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Frick, man. It's all about the Ottomans making their move. Alright, I'm interested to see what we can raid out here, though. We can raid that. And that. And that, and then probably here. Mwahaha. Now, obviously, these are not very high development, guys, so... Not giving us that much, but... Okay. Losing some admin points, which I'm not happy about. Clergy costs us legitimacy. Clergy glare. Man, I don't know why I can't speak, guys. I'm actually disappointed in myself with my own commentary this time around. I'm like so dumb. I'm like, but it doesn't, not making any sense. My freaking mind is so slow. It's really weird. Glare costs us legitimacy to take a royal marriage, and I'm not going to do that for that reason because our legitimacy is low. I'd like to get our legitimacy up. See, look how much money and sailors that gave us, guys. That one little colony here. I think it's going to be much more beneficial to throw down colonies in areas initially here while we're poor, just with that in mind. Dude, Poland's almost got the tech level 10. And he's going to be so much stronger once he gets the Commonwealth. Alright, now you've done everything you can, so yeah, just explore. Good job. I'll be so upset if my heir dies, guys, but I don't think we can afford to do this. My heir's 42 years old, though. He's stressing me out. Because if our heir dies, then we're going to have this dynasty, which it doesn't share with anybody, anything. Okay, we've got Genoese separatists, I can see. Let's repay that loan. We've only got one loan, but in order to embrace the colonialism, we're definitely going to need to take more loans. There's no doubt about that. Okay, I can see Portugal's down here in the Cape. I was definitely thinking about that. Oh, Castile takes on our foreign debt. Thank you, sir. 0 loans for now. Good stuff. I was thinking about that. If we could reach this, colonize that, that's 1 free merchant, but Portugal was already there, so it's too late, and that means that Portugal's going to come out and contest these areas next. Which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. There it is. Okay, that's why I'm positioned here. Alright. The Ottomans fighting this big war like it's no big deal. So, the Ottomans will no longer affect us, and unfortunately, guys, I kind of have to wait until the Muscovites won't back them up. But the good news is they already have some debt. So hopefully with a little bit of war raging here, yes. Well, hang on. No. Nobody gets access. We should give nobody access, because then the only way that he can get here is if he transports troops over. Let's not give anybody access. I was going to give Muscovy access because I'm rooting for him, but it gives the Ottomans access as well if we do that. Alrighty, papal influence is looking good. I'm trying to hoard it though, so when our elderly ruler dies, we can go back up to 3 stability. Okay, I feel pretty good about what's going on. So the reward for the embracing this is a provincial trade power, and we're gonna go ahead and take some debt out and embrace. Now tick up for -10. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But now I'm desperately trying to spend my admin points, hoping to spend it here. But the question is, like, how decisive can this war be? We might be a little bit admin inefficient, guys. What can I say? It is what it is. And we have become a great power. It took us a long time. It took us a long time, but we have finally become a great power in 1539. Exciting stuff. So last episode we formed Jerusalem, and in this episode we've become a great power. That's pretty cool. We can now obviously take advantage of some of the privileges of being a great power. Good stuff. Really, this guy's the same dynasty as Serbia, but yet he's not going to get PU'd if his ruler dies? That's a bit, weird, honestly. But there you go. I'm surprised to see that. Yeah, so really hoping the Ottomans and the Muscovites fight it out here so that he will dishonor this call. He does have some debt, as we can see, quite a lot of debt. But says us. Okay. And we can raid this year. I'm falling behind a little bit in my rating, but I'm kind of doing it on purpose now. There we go. So let's see how this raid pays off. It makes me quite uncomfortable how I try to raid areas and I can't do it all at the same time. It becomes so much to manage. So, just up here once again. Alrighty, now I'm interested to see how we fare economically after this. Finally completed our military idea, and now we can start ticking up our military points. That's good. Quantity completed. We're gonna have explored like more than the rest of the world, guys, because of our Red Sea opening. Yes, thank you. AQ's no longer a rival. Hopefully, we can keep our power projection up now, guys, so I can rival the Ottomans. Wow, how about that? We can rival the Ottomans, but I'm not sure they're the smartest rival. Maybe doing a weaker nation like Milan, who is lacking diplomacy and much more achievable to kill, I think. And then they will become invalid, resulting in even more power projection. I think it's a smarter call to do that. Alright, I guess let's start paying off these loans to get rid of some of our interest, but I'm skeptical that our economy is going to be doing well regardless. Okay, so I've already raided this area. Of course, we own most of this area now, so most of it is no longer raidable, as we can see. Muscovy is accumulating some more exhaustion. So let's just check if we can raid over here now. I'm not sure whether we can or not reach. Got to find out though. Nope, it's too far away. Let's go raid everything else. Yay! End of religious turmoil. 90%. And we get 50 admin for doing that. That's a really nice reward, but unfortunately I've got too much admin. Got too much admin. It's rough. Siena is allied to the... Oh, I would love to take this guy out. We'd be fighting Milan, though. Milan out-techs us. I think he's more powerful than us. We could gear up for a war here, which would be quite profitable, because we could humiliate rival on Milan, and we could take this province, guys. We can see right now that Siena has 11. Basically, Siena and I are equal here, and it's mostly due to that. That would be hugely profitable, and that would cost hundreds of points, admin points, to core up. I feel like nobody's going to help us in that war, are they? No. Oh man, I feel like Milan's just going to be too strong. 20,000. No, that would be ridiculous. He's not too strong. It's just going to cost us money, which is exactly what we're going to do. I think, let's look at the modifier. I can see the Pope is malevolent and attitude towards enemies, so it looks like, because he's kind of, I don't know, because of his attitude, we have plenty of time. Ah, he's old though. It seems like we have plenty of time. So I think we can gear up towards this war, and then by the time that's done, this war should be raging on, and the Muscovites should not be helping him out. So I am going to try to go for the second claim, and I'm going to try to gear up towards this war. With that in mind, let's not transport us just yet. Let's finish the raiding. Okay. And I'm going to want mostly infantry. Now this, of course, our force limit, guys, is from completing quantity ideas. We went up from around 25, that's when it was where I last looked at it, which was probably improved, but then way up here. Now the downside, of course, is the economic factor. So let's continue raiding here. I mean, we're going to be in debt, guys, but just the way to manage the economy is to just become, by leaps and bounds, more powerful over time. We're going to be in debt, but slowly but surely we're just going to become more and more economic. And that is the way that we're going to resolve that debt issue. Uh-oh. Where was that revolt? What? I think it was saying my exploration is finished. Never mind. I think we're good. It's just my imagination. We're good. It's just exploration finished, Monk, not rebels. We're good. Okay, now that that's done, raiding, let's automatically transport over here to Italy. And I think getting Milan out, guys, it could kill the coalition, but the other thing I have to be concerned about is we're about to get a lot of aggressive expansion with Catholics. So I will definitely try to improve relations with some of these nations that may or may not be coalitioning me. And otherwise, yeah, we're going to start having 2 stacks, really. And for that reason, I'm going to build some cannons and some cavalry as well. But after this, from now on, I think I will just improve the cannons in my stacks. I think that's the smartest call. Oh, coalition's beginning to diminish. Okay, so they're afraid of us. Cool, Milan's out. So maybe I should just attack him directly. No, it's not going to be as valuable. Although, is it? We'll break this alliance, which is good. That's dealt with. It's hard to say. I think we'll humiliate him, help get a power position up. I think that's more valuable. I really want to actually wound Milan, guys, is the thing. But, yeah, let's just do this in the meantime. See, this is a huge problem. I don't know what to do about it. The most beneficial thing to do is probably develop. I don't want to develop land that is not... It's going to increase the This culture issue is a bit of an issue, so I think it's over in Athens here, where I should be spending these points. Now, obviously, this is going to help out our economy, guys, but this is the last thing I want to be doing with these points. Try to get development cost reduction there from the burgers. Buy us some time there. I mean, that, yeah, you know, it's an economic move, but we've got to be conquering the bloody world, guys. It's 1540. We don't have the time and the admin to develop. Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay, no longer valid rival from him. It's more power projection. So I think it's just got to be the Ottomans, guys. Seems to make sense to me. There's our second claim. Waiting for my troops to arrive. And I'm sorry to say, guys, you know, it's a bit of a cliffhanger or whatever, but it's going to be next episode that we fight this war. It's basically us versus Milan, in a sense. If I can catch these guys out and stack wipe them, I can't because he's sitting behind the hills. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, fairly hard. I might, in that case, focus Milan out. So let's quickly just check his forts. Basically here and here, and he's garrisoning them both. Okay. I was going to try to stack wipe him, but instead I'm going to try to kind of focus Milan out. And, yeah. Hopefully we can do it quickly. As quickly as I can here. But that's going to be next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. And it's going to be wartime next episode. A big war. A big war, and it's an intimidating war because we are out-teched by Milan. So it is what it is, but we actually have a massive amount of numbers if I continue to build up here. Advantage over them. I'm sure we can manage. It's just that I want to do it like yesterday because we're capped on our admin points. In the meantime, I'll just be developing that. We've got a church here and it does pay off. It's just that I want to be spending these admin points cleaving out areas of the world because it's already 1540 and I'm trying to conquer the whole world. And I feel like although we're prospering and doing well, and this is going to start to become really exciting. It's already Catholic, so I'm going to add it to the trading company. And economical. These moves are going to start becoming exciting and economical. It's a long ways to go before we can conquer the world. So, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to tune in next episode where we attack and fight in Italy some more. See you then.